I'm going to show you how to find student resources on Education Network. At this point, you've created an account and logged in. What you see here is the welcome page. It will be your home base for finding resources. To get back to this page from anywhere on Education Network, click the logo in the top left corner. The resources are organized based on what you might want to learn or do. Find something to read, practice your reading, or learn English. Find some courses that will help you at work or reading with your children, or to get help with tests. Once you've found the category that you're looking for, click the Start Learning button below the description. Let's start with pleasure reading. Here you see a bunch of resources. Even though they say online class, they're really online books. Let's open one. I'll click on A Trip to Italy. On the description page, I'll click the blue Launch button. The book will open. I click the next button to turn the page forward, and the previous button to go back. Here you see an example of the reading level of this book. When I'm done, I click Exit Book, and then I'll close this tab. Now I can click that logo and go back to the welcome page. The next time I want to read that book, I can click on My Stuff in the top right corner. Any resource I open will show up in My Stuff. There's the book, A Trip to Italy. I click on the Launch button, and it will ask me if I would like to resume where I left off. I can click on Yes, and it'll start where I was, or if I click No, it'll go back to the first page. Let's click Yes. And now I'll exit that book again. Let's look at something else. How about practice writing? I'm going to click on the Start Learning button again. Here I see a revising and editing checklist. Sometimes when you return to a resource, the blue button might say Mark Complete, especially if it's a document or a website that you've visited. That's okay. You can still open the resource by clicking on this down arrow and choosing Launch. So here I see a revising and editing checklist that I can use when I write. If I'm connected to a printer, I can click on this printer button and print a copy that I can use whenever I write. There are lots of documents like this on Education Network. I'm going to close this window and go back to the welcome page. Let's look at one more category, Practice English. I'll click on the Start Learning button, and let's choose Listening and Dictation Project. This is a link to a website that has recordings to help you practice listening and understanding English. Again, the button says Mark Complete, so I'm going to click the down arrow and choose Launch. This website is nice because it has activities at different levels and in different contexts. Let's choose Consumer Education, and let's do Activity 2 under levels 2 and 3. To practice, you click the play button, listen to what the recording says, and then try to choose what you hear. Let's try.
For questions 1 through 5, listen to the question and choose the sentence you hear. Listen to question 1.
Where's your house?
I think that said, where is your house? I think that's the second choice. Where is your house? Not where is the house or where are you going? That's too long. So I'm going to choose that one. Let's do another.
The condo is for sale.
Let's choose the condo is for sale. Okay, you can see that when I'm done, it gives me my score. I answered 8 out of 10 questions correctly. And it also tells me which questions I missed and the correct answer. That's a good website to use to practice listening to English. I'm going to close this window and click on the logo to go back to the welcome page. That's how you find student resources on Education Network. Take some time and explore. We add new things all the time, so be sure to come back. And remember, if you get stuck, click the logo in the top left corner to take you back to the welcome page.